everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Women of Zal, so let's go ahead and start. Standing to the side by the stairs was Zula, preoccupied with herself. It's going to be a long cycle with Mother coming here. Leave her be? Let's talk to her. You don't sound excited. She turned her head to face you, not looking too surprised by your presence. No, I suppose not. She has a habit of getting under one's skin in the most frustrating ways. But better to stay silent and allow you to form your own opinions. Those who serve under or beside her tend to think her more favorably after all. This is around the time you usually eat and go to bed, correct? I'll leave you to it. After you left the lobby for the dining room, you tried Sloppy Joe for the first time. Criminally delicious, really. Sleep-inducing, certainly. Do love me a good Sloppy Joe. Ready for the next cycle. You had a dream of Londa falling off an island and disappearing into the endless sky below. You didn't much understand how or why, but you did hear a loud commotion going on just out of view. Alright, let's do this. Oh! I didn't get to pick. Do I not get to pick? Check out. Okay. Oh, well, whatever. How did my Zala... Hey, they're crawling through the windows again. Get out of that room. Your feet started listening to Axe before you had time to think. Persistent bastards. You decided to speculate on your Zala's odd foresight later. Nothing like imminent danger to make such curiosities trivial. With me. You started walking side by side with Axe as the two of you hurried down the hall littered with Zuna's guards on high alert. Damn, what's with these guys anyways? How are you gonna attack the same castle twice? Don't they know it's a death trap? Noxia entered the hall and rushed to greet the two of you. Oh good, I was afraid you might have still been asleep. Nah, she was awake by the time that I got to her room. I'm glad. Now, regarding the intruders. I was just saying how they must like dying. It's for a righteous cause, so I assume. Still, to attack the castle with so many high-profile matriarchs, Greys, and a general, I don't understand how a group of people could be so, well, dumb. Yet so well-armed. Guns are native to the human canvas. Me smart somewhere else. A bullet aimed for the back of her head stopped her sentence cold. Her Zala kept the projectile from penetrating her head, but whatever spell was amplifying its potency caused Axe to jolt her head forward, as if someone had just whacked her from behind. Those fatherfuckers! Oh, this is badass! Look at this shit go! Zala level 11. The three of you split up, with Axe going to the left, you the right, and Noxia going down the middle, after she conjured walls comprised of her Zala for each of you. The guards that were littered in the hall before had vanished, and the three of you were alone with your intruders. What the hell? Where did all the reinforcements go? We should concern ourselves with that later. I'm afraid I'm not much use offensively, but if either of you weaken one enough, I'll be able to take her down. Wait, you're willing to kill people so quickly? Stay quiet and prepare a magic orb, but murder isn't the answer. Yo, I need a gun. Let's try a magic orb, I guess. I'm gonna save first. I'm gonna save. Yes, let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah, let's try the magic orb. Is that Yexa stone? Hello. Should we keep firing? Fuck that shit, I'm out. True to her word, the woman fled to the scene, leaving the other two to fend for themselves. The remaining woman took aim at Yexa and fired their guns once more, only now they were summoning daggers as well. Oh, hello. The bullets seemed to disintegrate before they even left their barrels, and the woman right of Yexa was the first to leave her cover and attempt to stab their opponent. Unlike the time Velvet only chipped Zeneme's shield, Yexa's protective veil wasn't conjured with prep time. It wasn't visible, and it didn't crack. The only thing that was destroyed was the blade that tried to connect to Yexa's skin. Everyone heard Yexa huff, seemingly in disappointment before. Okay, well, they've all disintegrated, I guess. With her breath? What the hell did she just do? I think the fair question is how. Following the collapse of the two corpses, the hall fell dead quiet. Noxia had her walls dissipate into vapors, and Yexa finally turned to face the three of you. Hello, my goodness. What were those things? I've never seen such weapons before. Guns. They're from the human canvas. The bullets that emerge from them are typically meant to chip down one's more magical defenses, enough for their blades to finish the job. Ah, so humans follow similar rules to us after all. The larger the weapon, the more Zala it can hold. Mana in their case, but yes, essentially the same. Well, I'm sure guns are useful for some people. Just not those two poor bastards. Hey. Well, she blushed for that. She's into her hard. Hi. It's nice to finally meet you. Loved what you've done for Zal. It was my job. I wouldn't praise it too much. Liberating Govijak was no mere job. And that was no mere spell you used on our intruders. What did you do? New guards rushed from behind you to clean up and discern what happened to the previous sentries. It was barely a spell. I just released a fraction of my Zala with some pressurized air. It's the quickest way to end a fight with the inexperienced. Man, I could still probably take you in a fight. Well, call me a fan. Stay silent. I don't want to simp to her. And I don't want to come off as a dick, so we're going to stay silent here. All that was just from adding your Zala to the air? That's intense. Right. Before I forget, my name is Axe. Noxia. Zena. Yexa stoned the gray. Now where's the dining room? I avoided the airship food, so... Axe and Noxia led Yexa to the dining room, allowing you to collect your thoughts. You overheard Noxia trying to sneak in some questions before they left earshot. Just as you were about to leave... The second time now, really. You turned around and saw Clannis. Over a dozen intruders this time. What in Elias, I don't know what that is, do they have to gain from throwing their lives away? Is everyone all right? They're revolutionaries. You can't put it past them. Let's care about everyone else. Is everyone all right? Oh, yes. Apprentices, greys, and matriarchs were the only targets again. But they stood no chance against us. Still, we'd best be on our guard. Not all of us can fight these hooded foes in our sleep. That vaguely sounds like Lady Vicia once again instinctively killed someone while unconscious. I hear she just about did. How swift the young forget. How utterly dreadful a life our betters lived. No joke. I've never seen Lady Vicia in action, but she must be something else to just kill someone without even being awake. And consider it an ordinary part of life at that. A soldier's life, through and through. Reminds me of my mother in a way. Well then, later. I have business to attend to, and a little death shouldn't get in the way of that. Everyone in this castle is so weird. Unrelated. Maybe I'll go grab breakfast and sleep the rest of the day away. Alright. Everyone inside the dining room seemed too distracted to notice you walk in. Yeah, like I don't know what she expected. I got my feather for a reason. Kara probably forgot that the military doesn't hand out the symbol to just anyone. Well, she remembers now. Seems like an unnecessary use of energy to me. Says the woman who watches over two brats. What the hell is that about anyways? A favor to Nenehaga. You took a seat somewhat away from the former soldiers, but not so far away that you couldn't hear them. Ah, to be reminded of her. I've been meaning to ask you, did she ever explain where such a name came from? Nope. Trust me, I've been asking her for as long as memory serves. My first words were probably, the fuck kind of name is Nenehaga? You both do come from far-off island. I see nothing odd about it. Though it is a bit strange that she would refrain from telling her own fledglings the origin of her name. You've met her at least once before, right? You know she likes being a bit of an asshole when it comes to answering anything. She told me nothing of her request either. So she asked you to watch over two Zufo kids, and she didn't even give you a reason. Classic Nenehaga. Leave it to a seer, right? A what? Is it alright to just casually drop that information in public like that? Okay, we are not saying jack about this, but we're gonna stay quiet here. We actually have some people in this very castle who would benefit from meeting a past seer. Probably, but would they really benefit from meeting Nenehaga? If anyone wants to meet the woman, they'll have to wait. Nenehaga is visiting Yunvan, and who knows when she'll be done doing whatever weird thing she's cooking up. I knew I heard the bastard's voice poisoning the air. There it is. Yexa! Yaxida, you're here in the castle? Why, though? Because I heard Zal's greatest strain threatened to arrive in Zeneska. Sounds serious. Please come sit at the table and tell us Greys all about it. Then brief us old soldiers how you trained those young politicians. My training has nothing to do with this conversation. Sure it does. Stains are useless, more eyesore than anything else. Yet I had to walk in and save your students from nobodies. Now I can't blame them for having to take the defensive, not with a teacher like you for reference. Piss off! You wasted over 20 of their minor cycles, doing the same damn thing you've always done. I could exceed your results in less than a quarter of the time. 5 minor cycles, and anyone who trained under me will be able to make you sweat. Drunk off your own hype? Fine, want to make that a wager? Sure. What do you get if I lose? Off. You get off this island and fuck off to your own miserable, isolated home. Sure. You seeing anyone yet? She's of no interest to you. I guess not. Then if I win, you owe me 50 pieces of gold. That's a high toll for anyone to pay. I think it's perfectly proportionate to the pestiferous piss that you let pour profusely out of that mouth of yours. Yexa looked away from Yaxida and towards Nor and Vicia. Nailed it. How long do you think that she was waiting to say something like that? Not long at all. Well, Yaxida? She turned back to Yaxida. Do we have an agreement? I'll throw in a bonus and give you 100 gold if you win the wager as well. Ooh, I think we'll find out if she's going to take the wager or not in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you want to see more videos from me, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.